Bonnie Blue, the girl who slept with like 1,000 dudes in 12 hours, just recently did another interview. And you know those types of women go on these interviews and they get booked for these types of interviews in order to basically promote fans, and they turn out to be essentially humiliation rituals where these girls go on there and talk about all the degenerate stuff that they do for an hour to promote fans and stuff like that. But I've been seeing clips of this interview on TikTok, and every clip that I've seen has been hilarious. If you guys don't know, I think you pronounce his name Matan. He's been all over the internet for the past 5 years, and every time I've seen him have an encounter with an OnlyFans girl, this dude is absolutely brutal.
Come sit in the middle, please. For today's co-host, welcome Mike. Mike, come take your seat to the left.
So random.
Please hold the mic close to you and then introduce yourself in case anybody doesn't know you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Bonnie Blue.
Yeah, but you just said your name, which I already said. I'm saying introduce yourself, please, in case anybody doesn't know you.
Okay, no problem. I'm the girl that slept with 1,057 men in just 12 hours, and I take anyone from to barely breathe in.
Okay, so essentially what she's trying to say, she's a disgusting but maybe tell them a little bit about yourself and not just your career.
Yeah, so alongside being a disgusting
Right.
I love sleeping with strangers. I love sharing my location online and letting anyone enter my house. And I love it, and I have really good fun making the content.
Yeah, that's disgusting, but that's exactly what you just said. You know, that's kind of your career. I'm saying maybe tell them a little bit about yourself.
Myself, but I mean, me having sex with strangers is something I do all the time, and it is my life. But aside from that, I have 3 pets. I love traveling. And
So your entire life is just degeneracy. You don't have any hobbies. It's
I
just
have
all
hobbies.
going around being
I
a disgusting imbecile.
Yeah, aside from that, I enjoy shopping, free diving, anything outdoorsy.
So you enjoy having pets and shopping besides when you're doing, you know what? Very interesting. How did you get such interesting hobbies?
Well, pets, you buy pets. I adore my pets.
I know,
Free
but most
diving.
people don't like pets or shopping. You know, what made you interested in something like that? Such a niche thing.
I mean, it's not really niche. It's very common.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Okay, aside from that, I did mention free diving, but you just skipped over that.
I don't know if you know what that means. Say again?
Snorkeling, being in the water, free diving.
You like shopping, swimming, and owning pets?
Yeah, that basically sums me up.
Extremely interesting. What initially made you such a horrible, shameless, depraved, and wicked individual?
That's a crazy question.
I wanted to do this originally just for money and to get freedom. And then I
Okay.
realized I actually enjoyed it, and I had a lot of fun from filming content and meeting new people.
If you could try to keep it to, obviously give real answers. Try to keep it to a low with all the weird, disgusting innuendos. So you originally did this for money. How much money are you making?
A lot of money.
How much?
A lot.
Do you not disclose a specific amount?
Yeah, if you're sleeping with 1,000 dudes in one sitting, you better be making some money. I don't even know if I got 1,000 friends on Facebook.
Yeah, but a beautiful life could be different for somebody who has such a niche interest, such as shopping.
Of course. I might shop at Asda. I might shop at Selfridges. Who knows?
I don't know what either of those are, but do you make, for example, more than $100,000 a month?
Yeah, I'm not going to say what I earn,
Wow.
but yes, I earn a
It's a
comfortable
lot
living.
of money.
More than 100,000.
Yes.
More than $1 million?
Yeah, the Sims should be ashamed of themselves. Over $100,000 in a month is insane. I'm in the wrong line of business.
I'm not commenting.
But you just commented. You said more than 100,000.
Yeah, I answered that one question, and now I'm no longer commenting
And I bet you it's way more than 100,000 a month too.
Why is that?
because it's my decision. I respect consent.
I know
and
that
what
it's your
people's
decision. I'm
boundaries
asking
are.
why is that your decision? What's influencing that?
Nothing. I just don't always need to disclose how much I'm earning.
I understand that. I'm asking why that's an issue to you. It's not like you're a very private person or have many issues disclosing really anything of yourself.
No, but there's some parts, for example, how much I'm earning, I don't always disclose.
Okay, we'll move on. Just please don't touch any of us.
How much you earn is now more personal than talking about sleeping with 1,000 dudes in public. It's
You
crazy.
see, we're a little bit careful here because we don't want to get rabies.
No, of course, and that's reflected in the toilets you've blocked up.
Yeah, well, that was a trick, actually. I was just hoping you wouldn't use the bathroom at this place because now I'm not using it anymore, but I guess that didn't work, unfortunately. What do you think will be the average lifespan of your children? 12, 13 years old?
No, a lot older. I think they're going to live a very happy, long life if I have children. They'll be able to get good health care, and what more can you ask for?
But healthcare won't solve a broken neck from yourself or a shotgun to the face.
For sure, but that's not to say my children aren't going to be happy or they're not going to support my career.
You think your children will support your career?
100%.
How exactly are your kids going to be involved to support your career?
What leads you to believe that?
I think sex work is becoming more and more normal nowadays, and I'll educate them.
Well,
on-
luckily with people like you, you're getting...
No, that's just people lying to themselves. It's not becoming more and more normal. More and more people are doing it, but people are still getting judged for it, for sure.
giving it such a bad look that we might start going backwards again, which is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, well, that's your decision. But for me, I'll educate my children on what I do, the reasons why I do it, and that it is enjoyable. So I think they will support it.
And yeah, right. So what do you think happens when they go to school? And, usually around that age anyways, kids are a little bit rebellious. So not only are they going to be rebellious, everybody else who they don't want to rebel against, who they think is cool, is going to be explaining to them that their mother is a
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's going to
but
be
you-
a tough life, bro. It's going to be a tough life. If we having a roasting session, if we talking about each other, we just making jokes back and forth, you better not even laugh at a joke too hard if your mom do this line of work. I don't care how many times you go to Disney World. I don't care how nice your shoes are. You are an easy target. You can't even laugh too hard when people are making jokes at each other.
You go to school nowadays and you get picked on for certain hair colors, how much money your family has.
Yeah, but obviously you understand the difference between getting bullied for your mother being you and getting bullied for like a different hair color.
Yeah, it's a
or
little different.
something pretty meaningless. It's not like a 1-to-1 scale. It's not even 2-to-1 or 5-to-1.
For
With
sure.
you, it would be like 400,000 to 1.
But they also might get a lot of credit that their mum's Bonnie Blue.
Who do you
Because
think would give them credit for that? Like a
I get nothing but praise from young people and old people when I'm out.
What exactly do you mean you get praised by young people? Say that one more time into the microphone.
So
what do you
that's-
expect people to come up to you and confront you and like punch you?
For sure, possibly, or giving me hate. But in person, I receive nothing but people.
Yeah, that's because nobody who dislikes you in person are going to come up to you and tell you you're disgusting. That's just not going to happen. People who dislike you are just going to judge you underneath their breath. They're not going to come up to you and say it. The only people that are going to come up to you are the people who are obsessed with you, and that's going to be a very specific audience, probably full of insane people. You have to be insane to be walking up to a lady like Bonnie Blue in public saying, I know you, or asking for an autograph or giving her some type of props for what she does.
men coming up for photos.
Those
giving
aren't
me
regular
praise.
people.
So
And when you think these people come up for photos, what do you think they're doing? I mean, they're probably sending these photos to their friends and being like, look who I met.
Yeah,
You think
and they're also talking badly about her behind her back. Most of them, I would guarantee it. Now, there are probably some dudes that want to be the lucky guy and want to get, do whatever they want to do. But majority of those guys that go up to her are doing it for a bit. They're showing their friends, and they are still mocking you. They're just not going to do it in front of your face. I
people
guarantee
are
it. I
genuine
guarantee
fans
it.
of you? They like you as a person?
not always. Sometimes they will take a photo and then they'll go behind my back and talk nasty. But that's
But you think that's
okay.
like an oddity. You know that, well, maybe you don't know this. The only people who would genuinely take a photo with you and be a fan of you would be legitimately insane people,
Yeah.
right? Like actual,
No.
either schizophrenic or people with such insane parasocial relationships that they've become schizophrenic.
Yeah,
For sure, that's your
certainly.
opinion. But I have spent hours and hours stood taking photos, signing T-shirts, and meeting these people, and they're not what you think.
Yeah, but you have no idea what they would say behind your back. So actually,
no, but
you're as
neither do
clueless
you.
as as I am.
I'm not as clueless as you because I'm the one that has spent hundreds of hours meeting these people, and you've not spent 1 hour meeting one of my fans. So
Yeah, but those people are not being honest. I can guarantee you, bro. I can guarantee it.
I know I don't know what they say behind my back, but neither do you. But you're talking as if it's factual, and it's not. It's just your opinion. And you can think I'm disgusting, I'm a whore, and everything else you think. And that's okay. Everyone's allowed
Let me
their
ask you a
opinion.
question. Do you
You know, it's crazy because every time you hear her in her interview, she actually seems like the chillest person in the world. She actually seems pretty humble about what she does. She just so happens to do something that a lot of people think is extreme. She is just the embodiment of what we say that we don't care about in society. We cheer this type of stuff on. We cheer on sexual immorality. We say sleep with whoever you want as long as you're not doing any harm. I personally believe this is a version of self-harm, but really she's just embodying all of the values that we promote in society today. I'm not even mad at her. She probably takes advantage of mentally ill men because I would assume you have to be a little bit mentally ill if you're coming up to Bonnie Blue in public. And she probably does like some version of self-harm. But outside of that, at least she's honest about what she does. I'm more angry at the women who try to replicate a lifestyle that's similar to this, maybe on a smaller level, but they try to replicate this type of lifestyle and then they try to go get into relationships like they're normal women and not these types of women. Her ability to admit what she is and what she does at least shows some level of self-awareness.
You see a door over there, right? At the end of this hallway?
Yes.
Do you think behind that door is $400 million worth of gold and diamonds?
No.
Okay, so we can take an educated guess that there's not $400 million worth of gold and diamonds.
Yeah.
And that the only people who would be fans of you as a person would be insane schizophrenics.
For sure, but I've also seen that door open and I know there's nothing in there but shit on the floor.
Okay, what about to the left? You didn't see to the left of it. You saw that door open, you saw the computer. What about to the left?
No, I didn't see that door.
Okay, so what about the gold and diamonds that could be there?
For sure, they could be, but I don't
Right.
think there is. But I'm also not talking shit about what's behind that door. But you're
Yeah,
happy
but we
to
can
sit and
take a
talk shit
guess,
about
is
me.
what I'm saying. These things aren't equal value. Like, my opinion of there being the president of the United States over there is
Okay.
not as reasonable as you saying that
For
there's
sure,
a
but I
carpet.
have loads of evidence of people spending hours and hours queuing, screaming my name, being nothing but polite and respectful to me.
What are they queuing for?
Do you have to get a photo to come and say hi? Do you have any video evidence of all these diamonds and money behind the door? No, but
I never claimed there was any money or diamonds. That's
I
what
have
you
got
said.
loads of evidence of people being nothing but nice to me. But people
Well, as I
like to
said, I don't know
ignore
why
that.
you'd expect them to be rude to you in person. Most people are not confrontational.
that's,
For sure,
that's true.
they're not. But
That's a good
in
point.
person, a lot of these people do really like me.
Do you truly believe that? Does that help you sleep at night?
Yeah, I mean, I sleep very comfortably, but they're spending 12 hours sometimes queuing up just to say hi and meet me.
No, I think the cope comes in when you say that your kids are going to support it and that they're going to be okay. That's where the cope comes in because that's where the consequences actually come in for sure. Your kids are going to be tortured in school. So in order to not admit that so you can justify what you do, you have to act like that's not true and that they're going to support it. But nah, I'm sure a kid would much rather have their parent be a regular parent and not go to Disney World than to be able to go to Disney World and have their mom have the reputation that she's going to have.
Okay.
It's going to be tragic.
You look like you're 40 or 50, but you're actually 26.
Yes.
Wow, did you know that?
Yeah, I see that comment a lot.
I'm making my own personal observation.
Yeah.
I'm sure other people have said it because it's a little obvious. Did you know that?
I've just said yes.
Do you agree with that?
No, I don't.
So how old do you think you look? 55, 60?
No, 26.
You think you look 26?
Yes.
You think that if a person wasn't familiar with you and they looked at you, they would think that you look 26 years old?
I'm in good shape. I've got good hair, good skin.
There are 50-year-olds who are also skinny. That doesn't mean that they don't look 50.
No, but I have got very
right.
perky boobs. I am in shape. Like I said, I've got good skin, good hair. For me, I think I look 26. But if people want to hate on me and judge my appearance, then that's okay. That's up to them.
I go about 30, 32, 33. 32, 33. It's something about them Johnsons that age you. It's something about a lady that start taking too many, doing too much of that kind of stuff. You get this weird, like, soulless look in your eyes, and it does seem to age you a little bit.
And you think other people agree with this sentiment that you look older than 26?
Yeah, a lot of people do
But you
say
know
that.
part of what would matter in the social setting, at least in the standard of not biological stuff, is what people think. And if people think you look older than you are, then you do look older than that, at least apart from biological stuff. So actually, you would be objectively incorrect here.
I mean, I wouldn't be incorrect, but if people want to have an opinion, also
It's not an opinion.
It is an opinion. Everyone loves to hate.
No, it's not an opinion. They're not saying that you're 40. It's a belief. They think you look older. There's a important distinction there. And if the average the average belief here is that you look like you're 50, then you look like you're 50.
It's always funny to me how when people do certain things that they know other people aren't going to socially accept and they get negative feedback for doing the thing that they do, especially to make money, they call people haters because they think that people value the money more than they value like pride and integrity and like honor. Calling people haters is just such an overused thing now.
That's the hate comments. But
That's not a hate comment. That you look like you're 50.
okay, well, all the people that meet me in person or the other comments that I completely ignored saying I don't look old and that I've got great skin, they're just dismissed because we just like to highlight the hate.
Right. And again, do you expect people to come up to you in person in this middle of the street while you're probably with multiple security guards and go, hey, you're a stupid bitch and you look 50?
Oh,
They can if they want to.
But you
I mean,
understand
I'm
why
happy
they
to
would
call
not
them-
want to do that, right?
I'm happy to call them lazy And
That has
everything
nothing
else.
to do with what I said. I'm not
It is.
saying you
If I'm happy to be confrontational to them, then they can do it to me as well.
that just because you're more willing to be confrontational doesn't say anything about them.
No, but if they want to stand up for what they believe and what they cry about online, then come and say it to me. But if not, just shut up.
I'm not claiming that these are brave people. I'm claiming that they think you look 50. They just wouldn't say it to your face.
No, and that's okay. I'm not bothered. I'm not offended by it. I think you're more offended that I'm not offended, that people think I look
I'm
old.
not offended at all. I don't care. I almost feel bad for you. I mean, I don't like you as a person, but I don't wish that you look 50.
That's okay.
I feel sorry for you.
That's okay.
How does it feel to be a disgusting, useless rodent?
Oh my.
It feels great. I have multiple a day. I live a very beautiful life. So does my family. So yeah, honestly, it feels amazing. I've never been her and I love my life.
And I saw you claim that your father was supportive of your career. Is he also clinically insane, or does he like deserve like a fucking knuckle sandwich or something? I mean,
No, her dad would have to be just as insane as her to support something like this. Definitely a bad father. This new idea that you have to support everything that your kids do, even if it's self-destructive, is dumb. If my son told me that he started selling fentanyl because he needed money, I wouldn't support that.
to deal with that.
No, he is supportive. Obviously, he does not watch my adult content at all.
I'm not asking if he watch. I'm not claiming that. That would be extremely weird. I'm asking if he's like a horrible guy, essentially.
No, he's really sweet. He's really nice, my dad.
And so, what was his opinion, I guess, when you started this?
He was obviously concerned about my safety, my happiness, and just making sure it's the right thing for me. And then once I was able to show, hey, look, I am fine. I'm choosing to do this. I'm not being forced to do this. I think when parents find out their daughters are sex workers, my family assumed maybe I was having money issues, or maybe someone else was trying to tell me to do this because I
Okay.
never had an open conversation with them.
But isn't
about-
that what she said? Isn't that why she said she did it? Because she wanted to make money? Isn't that why she said? I guess that doesn't mean you have money issues necessarily, but she did say she started doing it because she wanted to make money, and then she started to like doing it, so she kept doing it.
about sex work prior to that. Once I explained it, and my parents aren't old, but they're not in the generation we're
They're
in.
like 80?
No, they're in their 50s. For us, only
You're in your
fans
50s,
and
so
fans.
did they have you at 1 year old?
No, that's incorrect.
So how does that work? I don't.
As I've said, your opinions
This
aren't
is so
factual.
unserious.
Oh, sorry, I
Facts are,
forgot
I'm
that you're actually
26.
26. Holy shit, you look like you're 50.
Yeah, crazy. That's a really
Go ahead.
cool
Sorry about
fact.
that. I just got confused. My eyes are deceiving me.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, I educated my family on adult
You
content.
educated them.
Yes,
Oh, okay. I understand. So before they were uneducated, and then you explained it to
for
them.
sure. For most, I think for anyone that's say 50 onwards, it's not really common. So obviously, I explained and educated them on
No,
what
it's not common for anybody of any age. It's just not common.
the industry is actually like and what it's like for me. And then they came to terms with it.
Obviously, I'm significantly younger than you, but even I know like some 70 and 80-year-olds, and they don't know how to use the internet a lot of the time. Do your parents, who are between 70 and 90 years old, know how to use the internet?
My parents are in their 50s. And
How is
yes,
that
they do.
possible if you're in your 50s?
It's really boring now because I'm clearly 26.
Oh my God, I forgot again. Holy shit. Wow.
Gosh, boring.
It's boring? I'm just getting
Yeah,
confused.
it's boring.
Actually, I could understand how that's boring because it's like you're talking to kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
Matan Evin asks, I hope you get horribly sick. What is your response to this person?
But you hope I get horribly sick.
That was a commenter. He asked a question.
Oh, okay. I mean, I hope I stay fit and healthy, and I hope most people stay fit and healthy.
Even this
I wouldn't-
person who sent this question?
For sure. Some people are bitter, sour, and they don't have a good life themselves. For me, I would never send a death threat, or I never wish something bad
This
on
person
someone.
wasn't sending you a death threat. He
No,
was
but I mean, for
sending
example,
a
when
death wish.
yes, but I wouldn't do that because
Oh my
I am so happy
gosh.
and content with my life. I don't have time
Right.
to spend out of my day to go and do something so horrible to somebody else.
This person wasn't suggesting violence. And I agree, you don't seem defensive at all. You seem very confident, and that's why you're not really arguing and you're able to laugh it off.
There's nothing to argue. Honestly, I don't need to because
Right.
I
That's why you've been
understand-
arguing the whole time.
I understand everyone has different opinions, or everyone enjoys what I do, and that's fine. I never want to force or try and change someone's opinion. All I can do is express how my experiences with the industry, my experiences with fans, and people can make their own judgment.
Well, to be honest, I've seen you do other interviews, and I thought you were a little more self-aware. The fact that you think you have genuine, normal fans who like you as a person, is completely absurd. I mean, I
No,
don't.
that is actually absurd.
It's actually, I'm struggling to believe that you think that, but maybe because you're 50 or a little out of touch with the internet.
Possibly, or maybe it's because I spend hours and hours a day speaking to these people, meeting these people, so off, having with them.
Okay, so that's
maybe
why they'd be
that's
biased,
why-
right? You understand that?
Maybe that's why I know them as opposed to you that I've never met a single one
Yeah,
of them.
but you know them
Yeah,
from
but to be honest, what other thing would they like you for? Like, what other thing would they see her as a person they should admire for other than just her sexual escapades? Maybe they like the fact that she takes pride in it or something. I don't know, but I think people more respond like a bad car crash. Like, you're gonna look at it. Some people might even take a video of it, but nobody's really admiring it per se.
completely biased view, right?
I've met them
And
out
also,
on the
you
streets.
know,
I've met
complete
them.
degenerates.
I have people come up to me when they were stood with their wife and their kids, and they can still come over and speak to me. It's not absolute weirdos, but I understand why
That's
you
a
think
weirdo.
that, and I respect your
That's all right.
your
That's
opinion.
a weirdo.
But obviously, not everyone.
You
has
think
the
a
same level of
person who has a
respect.
wife and kids who comes up and talks to you
I don't think
is
I
not a
know.
complete disgrace of a human?
No, they're often their wives will come and speak to me as well, and their children will sometimes come and say hi.
Okay, if they're letting their children speak to you, that's unbelievably a horrible idea. These people should lose custody of their children.
And that's just ridiculous.
You think
The
that
amount of bad parents that are out there that can't feed their kids, take them to school, put them in clean clothing, and you think the ones that have taken them into nice hotels and nice places, they should have their kids taken off
Yeah, it
them.
doesn't matter if they're in a nice hotel or a nice place. What would that have to do with anything? There are plenty of bad people that have their kids in nice hotels and nice places. That doesn't make them good people or even good parents necessarily.
That's just
yeah,
ridiculous.
that's not meaningful. You could say the same about drug dealers and killers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it's a great.
It's
Yeah,
a meaningless point. I mean,
It's a great
it's
point.
not meaningless to you because your values are purely financial. But obviously, that's not the opinion of most people, which is why they're not.
Mine is not just for financial gain. I have
You
sex
said
with
you
these-
started it for financial gain,
Yeah, to start with, and then I understood how much I enjoyed sex and how much I
but
enjoyed
that's meaningless
pleasuring
because
people.
you didn't do it for that reason. Now you've just got another benefit and a bonus, but that's not how it started.
It's not how it started, but I also had never done before. I never done half the stuff I've done, but when I started doing it, I realized, you know what, I enjoy this. It's like eating a new item of food. You don't know you love it until you try it.
I think that's not
Can't
a great
even say
example, but
anything.
we'll move on.
guys, there's like 30 more minutes of this, but I think I get it. So I'm just gonna end the video right here, and I'll leave a link in the pinned comments and in the description below. But he was cooking her. It's hilarious.